What's going on, guys? Seth here from Team Union. Seth here for our Week 9 battle in the RPL Season 2. We are going up against the Emerald City Espeons. So this is the second time we faced them this season. We are currently 7 and 1. We're currently 7 and 1. The Espeons are 1 and 7. They are a division rival. So we at this point we have clinched playoffs. We are right now in the 3 seed. We have a slim chance, a little bit of a chance, very slim, to get to the number 2 seed to get a first round bye. But we also have not yet clinched the 3 spot. So we still have the Twin Leaf Town Torteras, who are currently 6 and 2 as of week 8. That can surpass us potentially if we lose the next 2 and they win the next 2. So we will see how that goes. But anyway, I have the team for you guys, and I will pull up their team. So they have, in the middle you can see that they have Silvally. I'm pretty sure that transaction is effective week 10, not for this week, week 9. So instead of that, it'll be Alomomola. But anyway, they have the Jirachi, Gengar, Galvantula, Espeon, Diancie, Type Null, Alomomola, Tornadus Therian, Alolan Golem, Scyther, and Megalodios. I'm not actually sure if that trade's legal because they have Type Null as well, but I'll have to double check. But anyway, that's not really relevant right now. Now I'm going to show you guys the team that we are bringing. So getting right into it, I'm just going to pull up my notes over here. We have our Mega Slowbro, Vision, our Mega Slowbro with the Slowbronite and Regenerator, Calm Mind, Slack Off, Psychic, and Shadow Ball, 248 in HP, 8 in Defense, and 252 in Special Defense with the Calm Nature. This is more of just like a mixed defensive pivot. More just for me to be able to switch in, take a hit, and switch out, and then potentially set up late game if I can find an opportunity. Some things I could potentially set up on. I mean, if we go over to his team, Slowbro is good against a lot of things on his team. If we're talking like, it's decent against Espeon. If I can get a 1-com mind, it's really good against a lot of his team. It's good against Jirachi. It's pretty good for the Latias. It's decent for the Scyther, especially once I Mega Evolve. If I can get up 1-com mind, it's really good for a lot of his team because I have that special bulk as well. Even though I am fully specially defensive, it's still not super great. But that's our Mega Slowbro set. Pretty simple. Next up, we have Frozone, our Weavile with the Steelium Z and Pressure, Pursuit, Knockoff, Icicle Crash, and Iron Tail. 32 in HP, 252 in attack, 224 in speed with the Jolly Nature. The speed allows us to outspeed Max Speed Tornadus Therian. This thing is mainly for offensive pressure for things like... Excuse me. Sorry. There's a lot of dark weaknesses on the team. Jirachi, Gengar, Espeon, and Megalodios. And then the ice moves are really good against things like the Tornadus and the Scyther. So we put on a lot of pressure here. The Steelium Z is for the Diancie. We OHKO any form of Diancie you could possibly bring with the Steelium Z Iron Tail. So this thing is mainly there to put offensive pressure on, potentially trap the Lati or a Gengar. And it's also going to help me figure out what mons on his team could potentially be scarfed. Depending on the way he plays them, like a Jirachi or a Gengar. Both of those, like I said in my last video when we went up against these guys, I think either the Jirachi or the Gengar is going to be scarfed. I don't think they'll both be scarfed. They could, but I think one of them being scarfed is good against my team. Specs Gengar is very good against my team as well, but I am a little bit more prepared for it than I was last time. Or at least I know the calcs and I know how I can handle it a little bit better. But that is our Weavile set. Next up, we have Blue, our Sylveon with the Leftovers and Pixelate, Hyper Voice, Wish, Protect, and Heal Bell, 248 in HP, 252 in defense, 8 in special defense with the Bold Nature. This is our main Mega Lati check as it was last time. Obviously that isn't affected by Dracos. Can take Psyshocks. If he wants to go D-Dance, we are physically defensive for that. So I'm not too worried about the Latias. I have this thing that can switch in there potentially if necessary. And it's to keep status clean. He has a lot of things on his team that can potentially status us. The Aloe, potentially even Diancie, Type Null. And just generally keep the status off the team so that I can keep my Vision healthy, my Slowbro, so that thing's not toxic. Also making sure that I am not toxic with the Sylveon because Sylveon is pretty decent against the team, especially with things like the Espeon. It's good for the Scyther as well. Again, like I said, the Latias, Galvantula, it's pretty good against, and even Alomomola it can take on. So next up we have Imagine our Noivern with the Assault Vest and Frisk, U-Turn, Shadow Ball, Air Slash, and Focus Blast, 104 in HP, 252 in Special Defense, 152 in Speed with the Timid Nature. The Speed allows us to outspeed his base 110, so the Gengar and the Espeon and the Megalodi. just a good benchmark to hit. We don't really need to outspeed the Tornadus. I'm not too worried about that thing. I could stay in on it if I wanted to, but I really am not going to be doing a whole lot. So I'm not too worried about staying in on the Tornadus. I can also take hits from it if I need to. And this is our main Gengar check. So we live 2 Timid Spec Sludge Waves, and we 2-hit KO with the Shadow Ball. So this thing is our main check, like I said, for Gengar. I have to make sure we keep rocks off the field. That's something I didn't say before. I have to make sure we keep rocks off the field. I mean, potential rockers, he has Jirachi, Diancie, and the Golem, the Alolan Golem. Have to be aware of the sticky webs from the Galvantula too. That could potentially harm the team pretty well. But as you guys will see, I'm kind of taking care of that a little bit later on, somewhat. Next up, we have Stormbreaker, our Jolteon with the choice specs in Volt Absorb, Volt Switch, Shadow Ball, Hidden Power Steel, and Charge Beam. 72 in HP, 252 in Special Attack, 184 in Speed, and the Timid Nature. Excuse me. The Speed allows it to outspeed the Tornadus Therian. He doesn't have a Ground type on the team, which means Specs Jolteon just absolutely runs through his team. Volt Switch, I don't really need Thunderbolt per se. Shadow Ball is really nice for, like I said, a lot of Dark and Ghost weaknesses on the team. HP Steel for the Diancie, obviously. And then Charge Beam can be potentially if late game the team is whittled down a little bit, or some of the things that resist my electric moves, like the Galvantula, like potentially Type Null. I know it doesn't resist, but it can be bulky. Latias and the Golem are weakened. I can go for a Charge Beam, potentially get a boost, and then have +1 specs Charge Beams popping off on the team, outspeeding his entire team, barring Scarfers. So just something there to think about and to play with a little bit. And then last but not least, we have Caesar, our Infernape, with the Choice Scarf and Iron Fist, U-Turn, Flare Blitz, Close Combat, and Stealth Rock. 64 in HP, 252 in Attack, 192 in Speed with the Jolly Nature. The Speed outspeeds a Jirachi. If it's Scarf, we outspeed it with our Scarf. If it's not Scarfed and we lose our Scarf, we outspeed it. So we outspeed the Jirachi, we hit 330. As the Jirachi only hits 328. This is likely what I'm going to lead with. This is more here just to put on some offensive pressure, get some chip damage, potentially clean up in the late game. We're going to see how we can handle potential sticky webs. It can definitely be a problem, but I don't feel like it's enough of a problem to really prep for it that heavily in this matchup. But we will see. I could eat my words potentially, so we shall see what happens. But I'm going to get the challenge set up and move my stuff around. I'm gonna get the challenge set up and we will get into the game. Let me message him on Discord. Oh wait, never mind. I know his name. Yeah. Alright. He said give him like 2 seconds, so we shall see. This game is important in terms of if I win this game, I lock up the 3 seed, and I can't go any lower. If I win with a high differential, like potentially a 5 or a 6-0, then I'm not completely out of it to get the 2 seed. So I want to see if we can get that, if we can make that happen. That's not really my play style, to play for high differentials. It's not really how I like to play. But if the opportunity does present itself, I'm going to try to preserve differential as much as possible. And here we go. It does have the Silvally. Okay. That's fine. I was kind of confused about where that trade was taking place anyway. Not too worried about it. It could be Silvally ground, which could potentially be bad for Jolteon, but not a big deal. I'm not too worried about the Silvally. We don't see the Galvantulos, and we don't have to worry about webs. We see the Rachi. We see the Torn. We see Lottie. Gengar. Silvally. And we see the Diancie. Alright. Let's see what we got. Do I still want to lead Caesar? Honestly, not really. I don't one-shot a Tornadus. I'm thinking he's going to lead with either the Tornadus or the Rachi. He could lead with the potential Silvally. Honestly, Frozone is not the worst play. Let me run this calc real quick. Versus a more bulky Rachi. We don't kill. So that could be a little scary. But it does put a good amount of pressure on. I could also lead with vision potentially. Which is not the worst play. I think that's actually what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to lead with vision. Let's see how this goes. There's the Lottie. Okay. So I think I'm going to make... No, not... I think I'm just going to Calm Mind. And we're going to see how that goes. Or I could go into Sylveon. So I feel like I could either Calm Mind or go into Sylveon. I don't think a Shadow Ball from a regular Slowbro is going to do a whole lot. Yeah, the Shadow Ball doesn't do a whole lot. I could Mega Evolve. I do have Wish on Sylveon, which could potentially help build me up. I'm just going to Calm Mind in regular form, and if I see him Dragon Dance, then I can Mega Evolve and get the defense boost. I think that's a decent play. We can Calm Mind up right alongside. There's a Calm Mind. Okay. So we see Calm Mind. Now let me see. If I'm Mega Bro. If I'm Mega Bro and we see a +6 special attack, let's just say your max special attack, and we see a Psyshock. We see, I want to throw Shadow Ball in there as well, and put us at +6 Spadef. Psyshock does about half. Shadow Ball does a decent chunk. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to just Calm Mind right up alongside it. Yeah, I think it's kind of worth it. Can I let this happen? Do I have the means? Yeah, I do. I have Weavile if I need it. Calm Mind again. Do I slack off or do I go for another Calm Mind? Slack off's fine. We see the Energy Ball. Yeah, I mean, I'm nervous right now. But let's see. I mean, if I can get a 6-0 with Slowbro, that would be awesome. That would be really cool. That would be perfectly fine with me. Grab some water. See another Energy Ball. So Slack Off was definitely the right play. What is Energy Ball's secondary effect? I just want to double check that one real quick. %10 chance to lower special defense. That's what I thought. So I'm going to Calm Mind as he goes for another Calm Mind. And I'm going to keep going. We're going to go for the Bro. +6, +6. Yeah, it's really... I have a higher chance to lower the Spadef than he does with my Energy Ball. And I can Shadow Ball here. Let's see what he wants to go for. Can we get a Spadef drop? We don't. How much is an Energy Ball going to do right now? How much is that Energy Ball doing? 43 to 51. So I think I have to slack off. There's an Energy Ball. We don't get the Spadef drop. Do I just like keep slack offing? This is not a battle that I win. Especially if he gets a drop. If he gets a drop, I'm kind of screwed. Alright, I'm going to Shadow Ball here. Okay. We eat that, no drop. We crit. Oh my god. That is so unfortunate. Oh. Jesus Christ. That's so unfortunate. Mega Bro. Kills Lottie. Like, I kind of just win now. But that's so unfortunate for him. That really sucks. I'm sorry. That really sucks. He's going to try to flinch me out. I go for the Shadow Ball. We knock it out. Kills Rachi with Shadow Ball. I'm going to slack off. I think it's just a better play. Oh, man. He had the Destiny Bond. I wasn't even thinking about the Destiny Bond. I wasn't even thinking about that. I go to Psychic now. Does he have to Destiny Bond again? No, I don't know if it fails if you use it twice in a row or if it has a lower chance. This is Silvally Ghost. We Psychic and we knock it out. Mega Bro kills Silvally with Psychic. See the Gengar. I'm going to slack off. Yeah, there's a D-Bond. That's so unfortunate. I feel so bad. I feel so bad from that crit. There's another D-Bond. It fails. Mega Bro kills Gengar with Psychic. Psychic again. There's a Hurricane. Does absolutely nothing. Doesn't get the confusion. We kill. Like, I don't. Not that I didn't deserve that win, but that crit is just so unfortunate. It sucks so much. GG. He left right away. That sucks. I don't know how to feel about that one. Like, I don't know. Kills. Torn. With Psychic. Mega Bro. Kills. What was the last mon? Deancey. I just don't want to forget to do this. Like, that's so... It's just so unfortunate, because, like... So, to be fair, I have Battle Armor, like, Mega Bros... Or, not Battle Armor, Shell Armor. Mega Bros' ability is Shell Armor, so I couldn't get crit in that point. But if he got a 10% drop, like, I had to switch out. I was screwed. So, I lost a Mon if he got a 10% drop. Granted, if I got a 30% drop from Shadow Ball, I think another Shadow Ball would have knocked him out. But it's unfortunate. I mean, that's how the game goes. You know, that's another reason why I love Mega Slowbro is because of that Shell Armor ability. Excuse me. It does lose Regenerator, but when you do go to set up with it and you Mega Evolve, like, you can't get crit, which is awesome. So, and that's one of the only ways you would beat something as bulky as Mega Slowbro. So, I don't know. It just sucks. One Mon hit the field. Didn't even see the rest of my team. But it is what it is. You know, that's it. Let me know what you guys thought of the battle, I guess, down in the comments below. And that's it. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.